dinner.
Same as you.
Are we on air?
Oh, we're on. Okay. Right. Well, hello, this is Stapler here.
And Vanderman.
And we are going to be walking you through the latest DLC from BioWare's Mass Effect 2 called Arrival. It is bridging Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. And it came out just a few days ago, and I've already played through it twice. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm very excited for Mass Effect 3, which should be coming out at the end of this year. So, let's begin this right away, shall we? Alright, we start off with a cinematic here. I do not know if people want to watch this. If not, feel free to skip ahead. I recorded it simply to give everyone the entire viewing experience of the DLC. Right here we've got Admiral Hackett, who, if you remember, is the bodiless voice for most of the Mass Effect games, who will give you missions for the Alliance. So he's contacting Shepard about an Alliance operative, a doctor who is investigating some Reaper artifacts, and she's been arrested by the Batarians, a new race which was brought in with a DLC to the first Mass Effect, and a more prominent race as primarily the bad guys in Mass Effect 2.
I'll upload the coordinates now. Once she's secure, confirm her discovery. We'll debrief you when you're back.
Got it.
Yes, that would be my co-host Vanderman trying to ask me if I'm recording whilst recording. Thank you very much for that. Jeez Louise. And sorry about this pause here. This is me literally going out of game to tell him to shut up, and I turned the volume off, so we shouldn't be bothered by the noise anymore after this. Apologize for the delays. Here we go. Back to the galaxy map.
Is that what the Milky Way really looks like?
Apparently. So this is a whole new sector that they've added for the DLC, which is kind of exciting. Fills in that empty bit of the map. I'm not really going to show you too much of the system here because, well, frankly, because I didn't want to, because in my other career, yes, I have 2 Mass Effect 2 careers, I explored it all, so I've done it all, and I'm frankly, it's pretty standard fare. You scan the planets, and you're done. Oh, and this, I would highly recommend that you do advanced power and train for Slam. I will show you why later. If you have any possible points, spend them. Try and get it all the way up to Heavy Slam or Crippling Slam. I'd recommend Heavy, just I'm all about doing the damage. But you will see why later it becomes absolutely invaluable in the last stage of the DLC. I think we'll speed up loading screens.
Yeah.
Alright, let's begin this mission. Different to pretty much all the rest of the Mass Effect games, you go into this mission all alone. So if you've gone through the game relying on your squad mates, you might wanna sort of, I don't know, rethink your strategy on how you approach these games, because it is a very different dynamic when you don't have your squad mates to take care of that pesky officer who's got shields or incinerate armor. You know the drill.
Look at that badass.
I do have fun designing my characters, that's for sure. And I'd recommend, I'm going as a soldier class simply because I love me my assault rifles. So, but even then, I would recommend just take incendiary ammo if you have the ability, go for it. Just quick mapping Slam there. But if you have incendiary ammo, I'd recommend that over disruptor ammo simply because, well, incendiary ammo gets to burn your opponents, and that's good. And I should apologize for the jumpiness. My wireless mouse was acting up.
We've been spotted.
So, in a little bit, I will switch that, yeah. Beat him down.
buried.
So you head down,
Batarians must
hit
send
the
them
hit the
to
functional
die.
bridge switch,
I have
and
to
then you
find
get back
Dr.
up.
Kenson now.
and over you go. And I stop here, just fixing the mouse. Apologies. Dun-dun. There we go. So, as you can see, it's a bit different from many of your standard Mass Effect maps. Not overly so, but just it's always nice to get a bit different atmospheres.
This place is run down.
Ah, missed them.
Even for a prison.
Damn. There we go. So again, yeah, I just find Slam is a really handy power. Just keeps your opponents at bay for the time. That is the cell where the doctor is, and don't worry about these beams. At first I thought they were lasers that would kill me, but it's just a burglar alarm. And you go through.
Release the barrier.
All that come are some beasts, I think. Totally mind blanking on the name of them. Anyway, I'm sure someone else would be kind enough to put it in the comments. And here, I missed it the first time. Zoom in, shoot the explosives, and oh crap, what do you do? Well, just switch the gas valve. Kind of reminded me of Half-Life. And this, I found to be a bit of a labyrinth the first time, simply because there's 2 or 3 different routes you can take, and I wasn't sure, like, oh man, like, am I missing part of the game if I go here, or what? So you shut off the first valve, and then you do have to go down here to get the second one. Head back into the room, and you'll get a personal log, a locker, and I believe a heavy weapon. There we go, heavy weapon ammo. So, if you haven't got those, it's a great place to just pick up some more technology pieces. Head back, yeah. Now we can shut this off. Head straight through. At first I thought I had to hit one of those gas valve things to open up the cell door. So I spent probably half an hour like an absolute noob going back and forth. Anyways. So head upstairs and we get outside. This great little set piece I find. And you know what? Yeah, let's reach out and touch someone. Let's do some long range sniping. He's down. That was an interesting addition I found, those flashbang grenades for the game. Not sure how I feel about them. Switch back to, not sure how many of you guys did choose this, but the Revenant Revenant assault rifle from the collector ship is just phenomenal. I mean, with upgrades, like, you can easily get more than 80 into the clip, up to, I believe, 570-ish for extra rounds. You can just pump out so much damage. So, by all means, you can explore more of these, more of this complex, but I'm just gonna do a speed run. So, we're just gonna go straight to the door, just using the shift to figure out where the enemies are. Badmouthing humans. I'll teach you to badmouth humans. Haha! Take that and that, and you take that and that. Oh, crap. And again, slam. Lets me run up and just smash their teeth in. Love it. Here's a hangar. Well, you don't really have to take too much note of it. You do encounter it later on in the DLC, but you know what? Let's go. This I found very odd, actually. I must confess, I am not 100% certain what the whole point of this is. Simply because you hit these different buttons, only certain ones are active at the time, but it really doesn't do anything, except, well, you could make the mistake that I'm about to make, where I bring that box back to me and it blocks my way down. But other than that, it does nothing. So, needless to say, I recommend we all, let's just avoid this and we'll skip forward a few seconds. put a time lapse in there. No, we won't. So, I mean, that's all you had to do. You didn't even really have to move those boxes in the first place. So it goes down, and we'll hop down into the basement of the hangar. Look around, nothing there. Head deeper into the complex. Security log, cut the power, and a locker. You got a fair amount of credits in this mission, which, if that's your thing, that's pretty sweet.
This one's apparently the mastermind.
I do love the melee in this game.
Humans still won't tell us where their base is. Our master can. Where is your base?
You're wasting time. The Reapers are coming.
And I believe that's where we will stop this part 1, simply because we're not going to upload the full 50 minutes for you. So, if I can stop that video. There we go. That was part 1. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And part 2 definitely will be up within a day. Perhaps we'll upload them all at one time. We're not actually sure. We're just sort of winging it right now. Anyway, sorry that Vanderman was so silent. He actually has been an absolute tool and has not even played any of the Mass Effects, no matter how much I urge him. But hopefully, I'm really hoping that perhaps you guys can leave some comments, just shame him, insult him, make fun of his mother, for goodness sake. Don't be too mean, but just try and convince him to play Mass Effect. Yeah, so hopefully you enjoy first installment, and we'll have more coming up for you. And just watch this channel. We'll be coming out with walkthroughs of a whole bunch of different games. Vanderman is actually working on a whole slew of Left 4 Dead custom maps, right, Nate?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so we'll hopefully have those, I believe, in the full 1080p as well. We're just trying to figure out exactly how we're going to be doing this. But anyway, hope you enjoy it, and we will see you later with part 2.